Hey guys, Mario here from MTG Diagnosis, Doctor by Day, Magic the Gather by Night, and we are continuing another episode for Booster Box Craps, where we open up packs until we get a Mythic. If you watched the last video, I opened up one pack, got a Kaya, so this is the same box, so let's continue. So here's our commons, uncommons, Mystery of Obligation, Afterlife 2, meaning when this thing dies, you put 2 1/1 white and black spirit creature tokens with flying. It's important to note that those black spirit token creatures are, those tokens are black and white. They're technically multicolored. So one of the artifacts in this set gives all multicolored creatures +1/+1, and then another one is if you cast a multicolor spell, but this wouldn't help with that one. Mortify, which is a really good instant, destroys creature or enchantment. Blood Mist Infiltrator, and then our rare is Revival and Revenge. So Revenge is the important, I like Revenge on this because it's 6 to cast, but you double your life total and the opponent loses half their life rounded up. So that's a great sorcery. And then for the Revival, which is 2 to cast, return target creature card with converted mana cost 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. So that's really good. So both of those are really good. And that's why it's a rare. And Azorius Guildgate and a zombie token. So that rare we will put in a regular sleeve. Oop. That's our first rare, so keep going. So we'll keep going with this. Well, they're about the same height now, so we'll go left to right now. It's coming. Our first uncommon, Exaltic Exaltation. I like this enchantment. Whenever a creature you control attacks alone, it gets plus X until end of turn, where X is the number of creatures you control. Amazing. It would really work well with Selesnya, but also with Orzhov. Selesnya is green-white. Orzhov is white-black. Junk Troller, Sentinel Mark, and End-Raze Forerunner. So this is an end game. It's for your green, red, green, Vigilance, Trample, and Haste. 7/7, 5, 6, 7, 8 to cast. And other creatures you control gain +2/+2, gain Vigilance and Trample until end of turn. Really good card. Got a bunch of Gigantosaurus in your deck. Put this out, end of game. And the Spirit token. So. And it's got haste, so really, unless you're playing against a deck where it has, or an opponent who has an answer, it really does come in and shocks them and usually ends games. So really good for any green deck. So we'll do the middle pile here. Looking for more dual lands, shock lands from this set. Gatebreaker Ram, so if you got a Gates deck, really good for that. And then Godless Shrine, Ask and You Shall Receive. There's your shock land. Shock land counts as a plains and swamp, very important for check lands. And enters the battlefield, may pay 2 life, and if you don't, it enters the battlefield tab. So you basically, and then an illusion token. So, really like the check lands. So. There you go. Gate Colossus for your Gates deck. Zertag Goblin. Clan Guildmage, and Bedevil, really good removal spell. Destroys artifacts, creature, or a planeswalker for 3 to cast. Thopter token, Guildgate. So the Devil's good for your Rakdos, but also if you're playing Grixis, might want to use this instead of something like something like, what's 3 to cast? I'm going to use that instead of one of your 3 to cast removal spells. These are comments. Daggercaster, High Alert, Sky Tether, and Font of Agonies. So this card hasn't really found its niche. So whenever you pay life, you may put that many counters on Font of Agonies. So this guy goes good with your... I can't remember what it's called. It's the 5 to cast, 6/6 flying trample, or 6/6 flying demon. Oh, I forget what it is, but it's from Guilds of Ravnica. It's 6/6 flying black, and you pay 2 life to surveil 2. So this guy, this enchantment really, it's really, really good for black-blue Dimir. So you might want to consider using this in Dimir. What else would it be good for? I don't know. You have to have, you know, some creatures or spells where you can pay life. So there. So this pile's a little bit less than these two. So let's keep going. Common, Racketeer, Biogenic Upgrade, Azorius, Skyguard. That's a nice flying creature. Really comes in handy, especially in sealed. If flying, first strike, 3/3, and then creatures your opponent control get -1, -0, all of them. It's got a high casting cost because of that second ability. Plus, it's first strike flying. I mean, hard to get rid of. And then Bedeck and Bedazzle. So destroy target non-basic land. Bedazzle deals 2 damage to target opponent planeswalker, or target creature gets +3, -3 until end of turn. So 2 to get Bedeck to get rid of a 3/3 creature, and then 6 to destroy a non-target basic land. So really messes with your... So nowadays, when you play Magic, any ability or sorcery or spell or instant that destroys lands is going to have a high casting cost, because whenever you mess with somebody's any spell or anything that messes with somebody's mana pool, it's going to be very expensive. Back in the day, they weren't. So. There used to be a card called Jackal Hops, destroy all lands. Our commons. So here's our uncommons. And Immolation Shaman. I don't really like this card. It's good, I mean, it's good for your red aggro, I guess. I really don't like it, so I don't talk about it. So we got 2 packs in each pile. Let's see. I don't know if we got any more mythics in here. 6 packs left. Here's our rare uncommons. Oh yeah, and then our legendary creature is Ravnica Allegiances Renegade. So each opponent can't cast non-creature spells with converted mana cost greater than the number of lands that player controls. Whenever an opponent casts a spell, if no mana was spent to cast it, counter that spell. So it's your counter to Force of Will. So something tells me Force of Will be reprinted sooner or later. Again, it was reprinted in some master set or whatever. But, all right, got 5 packs left. Okay, Clear the Stage, Wilderness Reclamation, Code of Conduct, and Simic Ascendancy. I like this. Aractos. Simic Ascendancy is, you know, really good enchantment for Simic decks. Or any kind of deck if you're going to play a counters deck that has like +1/+1 counters on it. Screaming Shield, Galloping, Lizrog, Cry the Canarium, and Gruul Spellbreaker. This guy's rare. Riot 3/3 for 3, Trample. As long as it's your turn, you and Gruul have Hexproof. Oh, that's why, because he gives you Hexproof on your turn. So slows down a lot of. It actually prevents Settle the Wreckage. This is like anti-Settle the Wreckage. So, and Settle the Wreckage. If you've ever played against Settle the Wreckage, it really is a pain in the butt. All right, let's see our commons. Uncommon, Sharkdo Crab, Clamor, Sphinx of the Guild Pack, and our rare Breeding Pool. So another dual land, shock land. So comes in handy. You need to have all the dual lands from each set. So make sure you have every shock land or every dual land. Rally to Battle, Gates Ablaze, Essence Capture, Tithe Takers are rare. Simic Ascendancy, and Thopter. So this guy slows down your opponent during your turn. Spells your opponent cast cost 1 cost more to cast, and abilities your opponents activate cost 1 cost more. And last pack, let's see if there's a mythic in here. And our rare is Smothering Tithe. All right. Smothering Tithe. It's an enchantment. Opponent draws a card. That player may pay 2 colorless. If it doesn't, you make a colorless creature token, which counts as an artifact. Colorless treasure artifact token. Tap to sacrifice this artifact, add 1 mana of any color. So, all right, thanks for watching. You guys have a good day. I'll talk to you later.